Welcome to Emotions and Stories. Our today's story is about a relationship between a grandfather and his granddaughter and how they support and learn from each other. So let's begin the story, A Bridge Across Generations. The early morning sunlight streamed into 12-year-old Anya's room as she eagerly grabbed her phone. Her grandfather, Dadu, had promised to call her today. Sure enough, a minute later the phone buzzed. "Good morning, sunshine," came Dadu's cheerful voice. "Did you dream of conquering the world last night?" Anya grinned. "Good morning, Dadu. No world conquering dreams, but I did dream of mangoes from your garden. When are you sending me the some?" "Soon," Dadu chuckled, "but only if you promise to ace your maths test. Mangoes are reserved for champions only." Though they lived miles apart, Anya in a bustling Pune town and Dadu in his serene village, they spoke every morning. Their conversations were full of laughter, advice, and lessons that neither of them realized were shaping their lives. During a summer visit to Dadu's home, Anya found him sitting with her father's old smartphone and staring at it like a complicated puzzle. "What are you doing, Dadu?" she asked, sitting beside him. I'm trying to figure this thing out," he replied, sighing. "Your dad left this here saying I should learn to use this, but I don't know even where to start." Anya's eyes sparkled. "I can teach you. It's not as hard as it looks." Dadu hesitated. "Do you think I can learn at my age?" "Of course, Dadu. You taught me how to climb trees, didn't you? This is way easier." Anya spent the afternoon patiently teaching him how to use the phone, making calls, sending text, and even taking pictures. Though he fumbled initially, her encouragement kept him going. By the evening, Dadu had sent his first text message to Anya's father. "This is your dad, master of the smartphone now." From that day on, he practiced diligently, often sending Anya updates about his garden or quirky thoughts. The experience taught Dadu that it's never too late to learn something new, and Anya felt proud of having empowered him to try. A year later, Anya faced her own challenge. For her school project, she painted a vibrant picture of Dadu's garden. But it didn't turn out the way she had imagined. The flowers looked uneven and the colors seemed too bright. Frustrated, she tucked the canvas under her bed. When Dadu visited a few weeks later, he found her sulking in her room. "What's wrong, sunshine?" he asked. My painting is terrible, Dadu," she said, pulling it out reluctantly. I wanted it to be perfect, but it somehow looks all wrong." Dadu studied the painting for a moment, then smiled. "Do you remember that old mango tree near the pond? The one that leans so much it looks like it might topple over?" Anya nodded. "Yes, but its mangoes are the sweetest in the world." "Exactly," said Dadu. "Imperfection doesn't take away the beauty. It adds character. This painting isn't wrong, it's yours, and that makes it special." Anya's face lit up as she looked at the painting with fresh eyes. That day she learned to see beauty in imperfection, a lesson that stayed with her in more ways than one. On another visit, Anya noticed Dadu sketching a design for a terrace in his garden. His pencil moved carefully across the paper and he seemed deep in thought. "Why don't you use a gardening app for that, Dadu?" she asked. "It'll give you a design in seconds." Dadu chuckled. An app might give me ready made answers, but this way I get to think and understand better. Sometimes slowing down teaches you patience and helps you notice things you would miss in a rush. Anya pondered his words. That evening, as she struggled with a math problem, she resisted the urge to look for the answers online. Instead, she worked through it step by step. When she finally solved it, the satisfaction was far greater than she expected. Dadu's lesson of simplicity had shown her the value of patience and the joy of effort. One year, Dadu fell ill and had to be hospitalized. Anya was in the middle of her board exams and couldn't visit him right away, leaving her filled with guilt and worry. Late one evening, she called him, her voice trembling. Dadu, I'm scared, she said. What if something happens to you? Dadu's voice, though weak, was steady. Nothing will happen, sunshine. But even if it does, remember this: love doesn't disappear, it stays with you, in the lessons we've shared, in the memories we've made. But I don't want to lose you, she whispered. And you won't, he reassured her. Every time you see my garden, feel the breeze, or solve a problem with patience, you'll find me right there with you. His words comforted Anya, helping her focus on her exams while cherishing their bond even more deeply. Over the years, their relationship continued to blossom. Dadu marveled at Anya's achievements, cheering her on when she won her first debate competition. Anya, in turn, admired Dadu's curiosity, even as he experimented with new recipes or he tried his hand at video calling. Their love was a bridge across generation, teaching them both that wisdom and affection knows no boundaries. Whether it was Anya helping Dadu navigate modern technology or Dadu teaching Anya to embrace imperfections, they were each other's greatest teachers and dearest friends. Though they lived miles apart, their hearts remained connected, proof that love, laughter, and lessons are timeless gifts that transcend the distance. I hope you enjoyed today's story and enjoyed listening to this beautiful bond between Anya and her grandfather. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.